Outstanding!
Hello everyone, I'm Lauren Inglis and welcome to my Expat Moving Story and part 2 of our 4-part interview with travel coach and cross-cultural consultant Robert Maisel. In part 2, we are going to start to learn about some of the countries Rob has visited and some of the unique experiences he enjoyed, as well as some advice on how you should prepare for your travel adventure. That's all coming up next.
Relocating to a new home. New people. New schools. New beginnings and new adventures. Shared with all, right here, on my Expat Moving Story, with our host Lauren Inglis.
So, could you also tell us about which countries you've traveled to? I mean, you've traveled so much. Tell me about what countries you've traveled to. And of course, because I'm based in Dubai in the UAE, I'm dying to know if you've ever been to the Middle East region.
Yes. So I've been across 6 continents, over 50 countries. So really kind of all over the place. But I still, you know what, even side note, recent thought, I'm thinking to myself, but I've only explored one planet. So next is outer space and another planet, but that's for another conversation. So back to the actual country. Yeah, kind of goes along with my out of this world personality. Now, talking about countries, I've really been fortunate to visit so many cool different places, you know, across all these different continents: Brazil, Argentina, Thailand, Japan, across, you know, in Europe, France, Germany, Austria, Hungary. And a lot of these were trips that were of sufficient time where I would just select a lot of different places to do all in one shot. I sort of like to be efficient with my time. I thought while I'm there, I'll see as much as I can. And that's why I have tended to take longer, more extended travel. And in the Middle East, I have been to Israel several times, and I have also been to the UAE, specifically Dubai, in the UAE. Both places, you know, very different and very fascinating.
Yeah. Did you get to spend much time in Dubai when you came over?
Fair amount. I actually did one of those extended tickets where like you use Dubai as a layover, like a stopover, but you can extend, and it's actually it was quite reasonable at the time. And I got trying to remember, I think it was somewhere between 3 and 5 nights in Dubai, and I did get to do and see a lot. You know, to see the Burj Khalifa. I got to do the desert safari. It was amazing. Wait, there's one that I'm blanking on no, I think I remember the name. It's really fascinating. Like one of the souks you can see, I think it's the Burj Al Arab.
Yes.
Right, the one that looks like a sailboat.
Sailboat, yeah.
Yep.
That's the one.
Amazing views.
That's great. Okay. So actually that begs for a good next question as well. Do you, when you tend to travel to these different places, do you kind of try to mix up your time doing touristy things and then immersing yourself in local cultural things as well? Or do you really just kind of plan enough time to do the touristy things and see the lay of the land and explore?
Option A, Lauren, for sure. I take an effort to plan out some of the things that I know I want to see. You know, going up to the Burj Khalifa was on my list. I definitely want to see it from, you know, look at it up in front of me and then go up in it and look at the city from there. But I also definitely leave room on my trips for the unexpected, meaning, you know I want to be flexible because I don't know who I'll meet, what information I'll gain from locals. And oftentimes I've found that even as much planning as I like to do for these trips, I like having that flexibility because oftentimes I encounter some really cool information on the ground once I'm there that I didn't find on the internet.
How do you plan to explore 6 continents and see over 50 countries? Well, as you heard from Robert, being flexible is a necessity if you want to take advantage of those hidden gems that you'll only become aware of once you're there. Great advice, Robert. Stay flexible. In part 3 of our 4-part interview, we get an insight on how Robert prepares for his travels and some of the things he brought along on his trips. So be on the lookout as we release part 3 next week. And remember, a life of relocation always has a great moving story to be told. Take care, everyone.